You also mentioned like your style of wrestling, and I love your style of wrestling, and it's aggressive, it's offense. Now, like maybe who did you look up to as a wrestler as you were growing up?
Right. So for me, I looked up to my main role model for me was Spencer Lee always. When I started wrestling, I went to Young Guns. So that's right in my area. Literally 5 minutes down the road was my location at Young Guns. And then about a half hour is Coach Strip Matter's house where they have the main training facility now. But growing up, I went to, it's called Pitt Johnstown, D2 college. They're really, really good at wrestling. And that's where they had Young Guns camps. They had Young Guns practices. And so Spencer Lee was always in the room. And I can remember, not just Spencer Lee, but Jason Nolf and Michael Kemmer and Max Mirren and Caleb Young and all these guys. I could keep going. We're in the room. And always for me, those guys, I think honestly gave me the hope and just the dream of, having a lot of success in this sport and winning world championships and national championships and, seeing people from your area and people that you can relate to and people doing what you want to do is it's great motivation. And it's something, when I saw Spencer Lee win a world title, I was 7 or 8 years old. I just knew that, that's what I wanted to do. So I always looked up to Spencer Lee, but, I look up to my coaches as well. Coach Strip Matter was a big one for me from Young Guns. And I think my main role model, though, as far as just life, in wrestling too, but in just life is my dad. He's, probably the closest person to me. And, after every session here at the Olympic training camp, I'm calling him. I have notes written down, and I'm sending them to him, and we're talking about it. And, I think he's the biggest role model for me. So.
Yeah, well, I don't think you could get a better role model than Spencer Lee. But you also mentioned your dad, who is the head coach at Bishop McCourt. Has he ever considered coaching in college or maybe been offered, or is that anything you guys have ever discussed?
For sure. So he has had a couple offers, and I don't think I won't put out the names and stuff, and that's always been a possibility, but right now we have a really strong high school group, and so I think that he's going to focus on that, and then we just kind of go year by year and seeing what happens. And my dad's been all in ever since I can remember, so his role, his golden rule for myself and my brothers has always been, I'm going to put in 100. I just need 100 back from you. And, every single day I can honestly say he puts in 100% for us, and he goes all in. I really couldn't ask for a better father, better coach, and just someone to look up to. So for me, my dad's always been that, and he's a great coach for us now. He's been coaching at Young Guns even before I was born. So I was pretty much born right into the sport with him. And, he's explored some options, but right now he's coaching just at our high school, and he coaches at Young Guns as well. But he's in the room every single practice, and, he goes all in for us. So really thankful for him.
Well, we've had internal discussions at BEG about we think it would be fascinating to have a documentary at Bishop McCourt. So I don't know, maybe we talk a little bit after the fact. But I want to ask you, so I talked about your social media presence.